Hello, welcome to another Gundam Battle Operation 2 video, and that is the, well, thank you PS4 recording for skipping it. It's the Double Zeta. Don't put disrespect on the Double Zeta, motherfucker. I'm trying to show him off. But yeah, that is the Double Zeta. I'm guessing we have a few skips. I hope they don't skip the really cool parts of this video, or this match. But yeah, I'm playing the Double Zeta with some friends. This is a custom match, and, it's, a pretty good one to say the least. We have James in the Game Hawk, me in the Double Zeta, Hitman in the Toad Stritter, King in the Gelgu Vertex, and then Mick in the GPO-1, and then we have a random O with us. And then Honey, this is his second match for the day, and on the enemy team is the Z2 and Taru as Zeku Lines Type 3. And, yeah. I kind of picked the Double Zeta to nerf ourselves a little bit because you don't really see the Double Zeta too often in ground 650. It's not that it's bad or anything, but compared to the other suits that are around, they can do a little bit more than Double Zeta. Although that's not to say, again, not to say that Double Zeta is bad. It's got some good things about it. Because again, you saw my uncharged beam shots doing less than 100 off from 3,000, which is pretty good damage for an uncharged shot. And, you know, it's got all those missiles to spam out, which they're not my favorite missiles, but they're still alright. And it's got the, a high range, high melee range beam saber that can do a lot of damage with a melee combo controller. And of course, when it's low on health, it gets a bio booster, so that can help in some situations. And yeah, we just cleared out everybody at that first, wipe there, so now we're preparing our suit a little bit, getting back up at the front, and then you'll see the high mega cannon, which can be a high risk weapon for this suit. You'll see me charging up, and I'm hoping people will come across here. But then the best thing happens to me. That Mark III over there, here comes King. He's gonna get tackled and blown apart, 7,000 damage, and everyone else is coming in to take advantage of that, and they just murdered them. My God. And unfortunately, the rest of the enemy team was backed up, and I just got shot from behind. That's fine. They didn't follow up with them. They got wiped. There's Taru, and yeah, already looking pretty good here. This only been 2 minutes of this match, and I guess we're just waiting for them to come forward, and yeah, I think I'm trying to think of what I can do when the enemy team comes up here, because now they're grouped up. Maybe I'll shoot some missiles that way, so there's some suppression, I guess, to make sure they stay back a little bit. They never did. They just continue pushing. Then I'll get to shoot some more down the range, which I don't like the missiles on this suit, but you know what? When they're all grouped together like this, they're fine. Hitman got a stun on somebody. I followed up and immediately killed them. And let's shoot some Vulcan shots. Don't want to interrupt anybody's melee here, so just doing my part, you know. Uncharged shots there, good. Got rid of the Mark III. Strange choice for 650, but you know, it does go to 650 anyway, so I guess it makes sense. He did pick the level 3, I believe. Oh, missing my shots. Let's get a little bit closer. And, hey, I feel a downswing coming. Nope, just a neutral swing, and getting 2 for 1 with that neutral swing. A lot of damage on the Double Zeta's melee, which can make it work pretty well. There's Honey coming towards me, and that's going to be a bad idea for him because I have a pretty good downswing. Oh, they already killed him before I got my second one in, but yeah, I guess he was hoping everybody else would follow it behind him, or maybe that was a desperate attempt to kill somebody. Either way, deaded, swatted out of the air with a baseball bat beam saber. Shooting some more missiles downrange. Not much else I can do here. I'm at 4,000 health. I'll probably, yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and do my high mega cannon again and see if I can catch anybody else, because it worked the first time, so maybe they'll push up and I can get another solid hit in. Although I do wish you can turn the Double Zeta when you use the high mega cannon, because you'll see I'll miss, and I really wish I could have used it to turn while using it. Oh, There we go, and I just barely missed. I really wish I could turn my head. Oh, but here comes the Mark 5. I believe that's Merrick. Oh, yeah, Merrick's in this too. So Merrick on the Mark 5. He's going to push forward to try and stop a general, which, okay. He's going to get a big, meaty downswing. Honestly, I didn't know that the downswing of the Double Zeta could hit that low. I know it could has some reach to it, but I didn't know that it had like that much height when you swing down. So that can make it really useful for playing in space. Maybe you can hit somebody directly below you. But yeah, looking at the score here, yeah, almost 18,000 to 6,000. We're kind of just messing them up. I almost feel kind of bad. And again, I just picked the Double Zeta to nerf our team a little bit. But it's not working. It's not working at all. But yeah, here comes the support fire coming in. I don't believe I'm going to get anybody with that, because now our team is getting rushed on and they're all dying, so they're probably not where I intended my support fire to go. Oh man, could have shot that XS. Guess we'll come up here and see what we can do about it. Oh, nothing. Never mind. Forget what I said. We're just going to go around the other way, like normally. Because everyone else is spawning in now too, so we'll initiate another push. Oh, hey, some people down this way. Let's shoot some more missiles. They're right out in the open for me to hit them. There's Merrick just dropping missiles on them. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Almost 3,000. Again, nice uncharged shot damage on the double beam rifle. Yeah, we stunned that guy just in time for King to finish him off, that XS, so that was a pretty nice on his part to follow up on that. We're doing a lot of follow-ups on this, like we're just killing people one after another. Ooh, that was a nice shift from the Mark III. Too bad he's going to get caught and hit a little bit, and he's almost dead. Oh, okay, this part coming up. Somebody is going to get a tackle. Oh, poor King, he ran into that. But he's gonna I believe that's a Double Zeta that's getting up. Somebody's gonna get tackled, and I'm gonna read the most perfect, frame perfect downswing. Jesus Christ, fucking dunking on people with these downswings this match. God damn, that's like 3 times. It's the Dunkining out here. Call the Double Zeta Dunkin' Donuts, cause fucking Jesus Christ. Fucking terrible ass joke, but yeah, you can see. Double Zeta does have its uses, and I really wish I could have hit this coming up. Like, oh, that was so close. That would have been so fucking amazing if that would have hit. But no, Mick's going to come in, finish off, well, not finish off, do as much damage as he can to Merrick, which is half health. Because DPO1 is still strong, melee-wise. And yeah, that's a timeout. Yeah. Yeah, 24,000, 10,000, top individual score 5,000. Jesus Christ. And I almost didn't want to praise. I'm like, oh, should we praise our team for that? I feel kind of bad. Yeah, we just totaled them. Unfortunately for them. God damn, that was Honey's second match too. First place, 6-1, 31,000 pursuit assist, almost 100k damage. And yeah, 5,000 individual score, which is what you get like at ace match level. That's what you get for individual score most of the time when you're doing ace matches, and you get the ace. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened. The enemy team had a nice setup, especially with Taru picking the Zeku Irons Type 3, because since a lot of our suits on our side have maneuver armor, the Zeku Irons 3 is actually really good at stopping maneuver armor because of its main beam rifle, 3 burst, and then using its regular beam rifle after that. It can stop maneuver armor. It can also shoot through teammates without stunning them, so they can use that. He could have used that for those corridor fights, shoot through his own teammates to get a stun off on somebody when they're not boosting. Honey picked the Z2, which is a good... well, you saw how I did with it the last video, so I believe he was actually using the double shrapnel bazooka. If not, it's still a good suit to use to damage us, weaken our legs, since we are big suits. Everybody on our team was a big suit. I'm pretty sure, actually, at one point, my legs were getting fucked up. And then the XS, it can be good on this map. It depends on how the enemy team, or your team, can do, because it can do nice and nasty follow-ups with its its beam weapons. And then you get the Mark III, which is not a suit I would pick for 650. Honestly, it's a little bit on the weaker side, because the shoulder cannons to me don't justify it enough. You're mostly just working with the beam rifle and the melee. And the shoulder cannons are just, they don't stun, sadly, unless you're shooting 2 in a row. But I believe at that point it would overheat. I haven't played it in a while, so maybe they buffed it to where it doesn't do that anymore. But and then you have American, the Mark V, which it's not the Dejay Char Aznable type, but it's still a pretty good raid to have. It can definitely run up on James and the Game Walk and just completely trash on him. And then they had another double Zeta, but yeah, that's they definitely didn't have a bad team at all, but we just trounced on them. I guess that first initial push just pushed them back far enough to where we just had the advantage for the most part, because sometimes that's how Impact Sight works, where if you could stop the enemy team early and just get them in that corridor, it can be pretty hard for them to push back unless they're playing almost perfectly, it feels like at times. And yeah, for the double Zeta, I don't think it's a bad suit, but again, when it comes to the usual suits you see at 650, it just has a little bit less stuff. Although it does have really good things, like that melee reach, and the damage is pretty nice, and the beam rifle uncharged damage is pretty good. I do wish it had an extra weapon, because it feels like it's missing something. I think that's I guess that's, you could say, one of my main problems with the double Zeta is that it feels like it's missing an extra weapon. If they would have added like shoulder cannons, or maybe just, I don't know what you could add. I know it's missing the shoulder cannon shots it can do with its. It also uses for its beam sabers. Maybe they could have added that in some way. Just something, because the missiles are fine, but they can be hard to hit. They're not my favorite missiles. I know people that can do well with them. And the beam rifle doesn't stun on hit, which can be a downside at this cost, because almost everybody can instant stun with their weapons. And of course, that melee, even though it has really long reach, for some reason it's really easy to counter. Like I've seen a lot of people that have some latency issues, and even on days where I'm just lagging a lot, I can get it pretty consistently against a double Zeta doing their melee. Really easy to counter. And of course, it's a little bit slow too. Big and slow. Except when it's boosting, which is fine, I guess. But yeah, it's going to be in this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe if you want. I'd really appreciate it. And, type up in the comment section what you feel about the double Zeta. Do you like it? Do you hate it? In terms of design, I'm not a big fan of the double Zeta. You probably heard me use the term toyetic before when describing double Zeta, whether it's a stream or another video about it. But yeah, that's just how I think about the double Zeta. It's way too toyetic for my tastes, even though I like really stupid fucking suits, like amphibious suits, like the fucking Zoc. But yeah, I do think it can be a pretty good suit, a pretty good, like, I don't want to say mid-range, but and not even a supporting general, but just a pretty decent backbone for a team, If it teams up like an O or something, it can provide the supporting fire for an O, while the O comes in with its own shots and melee damage and all that. Or, for like a Toad Stritter. It can be a pretty nice, again, a nice backbone for a team. In space, it's pretty good, especially when you start adding in its maneuver armor with its force injectors. And And with its fast boost speed, you can get some pretty nutty stuff off with your melee attacks since they have long reach and a lot of damage to them. So the double Zeta is not bad. And yeah, I think with that, I'll see you guys later. Bye.